Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel where I help you become your best self through better health. And today I wanted to bring to you my top 10 ways to get healthy and stay healthy. Yes, these are simple 10 quick, easy things that you can do on a daily and weekly basis for you to stay healthy or get healthy really and stay and maintain your weight. All right, I follow these even to this day, and I created them because it's literally how I've been able to maintain my shape and figure, along with my signature 4 pillars of health, which I created over 6 years ago. But they were birthed really because I don't know if I shared this with you before, but I took a year and a half off of working out. So going from a top performing athlete to, working out every day, crazy all the time, 2 a days, crazy restrictions of diet, all of that, to literally not working out and eating what I want, but still been able to maintain my shape and figure during that 1.5 year, almost 2 year break from working out. Like I didn't want to work out. My body needed a break because I've been working out like crazy since middle school to college. And then even throughout my early adulthood because I was bodybuilding during college. So my body needed a break. So I took a year and a half off and been able to maintain my shape and figure by following these quick and simple, easy steps, as well as my signature 4 pillars of health. So without further ado, let's get into it. And just a quick note on that too, because a lot of people were like, oh, it's genetic and oh, whatever. No, it's not. I actually work on this, and you actually see athletes that, top performing athletes, and then they stop working out and then they gain 10, 20, 30, 40 pounds, right? Thankfully, I'm not part of that statistics because, I found a way to maintain, my shape and figure because again, working out is only 5% of my equation. But anyway, we'll talk about that another day. So here's my top 10 ways to get healthy and stay healthy. All right. Number 1. So if you are just now tuning in, welcome. But if not, then you already know what number 1 is, or you should, from the water series that we did. So number 1 is drink more water. Okay. So our bodies are made up over 70% of water. So it's so important that we stay hydrated so everything can function and move properly. And if you're not sure how much water you should be drinking, all you do is, and when you're going into, well, actually, you know what? Watch that other video and then how I reach my water goals, so you can too, because I'm giving you tips on how you can reach your water goals, your daily water goals. But I'll just go ahead and give you the equation. It's literally you take your weight and you divide it by 2, and that's how many ounces of water you should be drinking on a daily basis. All right, moving on to number 2, meal prep and brown bag your meals. Okay, so brown bag, back in the day, you go into the office, you take your lunchbox, but then also meal prepping, because meal prepping saves you time, it saves you money, and it saves your waistline because you are in control of the ingredients that you're putting into the food. Because when you're eating out a lot, there's a lot of high fat, a lot of added high fat, added high sodium, added sugars. And so when you're cooking, you're saving time, you're saving money, and then you're also saving your waistline. So try to meal prep, or not really try, you need to meal prep and you need to brown bag your food because it can save you in so many ways. All right, that's number 2, meal prep and brown bag. Number 3, shop on the outside. And what that means, I'm sure you've heard of this before, is shopping on the perimeter of the grocery store. This is important because when you think about it, all of the packaged and processed food is in the center of the aisles, when all of the fresh produce and meats and everything is on the outskirts of the perimeter. And all of your fresh produce, meat, and all of that is on the outskirts of the grocery store. So when you think about it, everything that's packaged and processed is in the middle, and then everything else is on the outside. Now, does that mean that you do not need to go in the middle at all? No, obviously not. Like, you need to get your spices, you need to get your, essentials, your miscellaneous things, but you definitely want to make sure that you're staying away from packaged and processed foods as much as possible, or overly packaged and processed foods. That's a whole nother story for another day, because at this point, everything, for the most part, is processed. So, but really just making sure that you limit your time in the center of the grocery store and really on the outskirts. Okay, so shopping on the outside. All right, so number 4 is taste the rainbow. Tasting the rainbow, guys. Like, tasting the rainbow is so important. Each color has a specific purpose. The creator, the red, the yellow, the blue, the green, all are full of antioxidants, phytonutrients, and everything that we need to heal our bodies naturally. So eating a variety and a spectrum of the color of the rainbow is super duper important to help healing your body, getting healthy, building your immune system, and all that. So taste the rainbow. I'm sure you've heard of that before, so make sure you do that, okay? Super beneficial in vitamins, minerals that a lot of people are lacking, all right? All right, number 5, switch plates. Okay, so when you're typically eating, most people eat on like the dinner plate, right? But portion control is so important when you're eating, so you're not overeating, basically, right? And you're able to, control your hunger hormones, which is what I discussed in my programs. The 10-week program has launched, so make sure you check out that in the description below. But when you eat your meals, try to eat them on the salad plate versus the dinner plate, because when you eat them on the dinner plate, you're more likely to add more food on there. But when you put food on the salad plate, that really does help you focus on your portion control so you're not overeating, okay? All right, that's number 5. So number 6 is keeping a food journal. I know a lot of people are resistant to this. A lot of my clients are, because they're like, I don't want to keep a food journal. It takes a lot of time and whatever. But really, just like kind of with the meal prepping, I want to talk about like anything that in life that's worth having, it takes some time and some planning. So just like what we got to do with the meal prep, it's really important that you take that time and effort to focus on what you're putting into your body, just as you would about what you're doing with your house or anything else, right? So number 6 is keeping the food journal, because like I always say, you can't change what you don't acknowledge, okay? So if you're not writing down what you're consuming, you're not becoming aware and you're not becoming conscious of what you're eating. And one of my mottos and tagline is live with intention, eat with intention, because we have a lot of people going on autopilot. So if you are tracking down what you're eating, monitoring how it's making you feel, etc., that's a huge step in your journey to better health, okay? So keeping a food journal and what you're consuming, okay, helps you become more aware and also more accountable. Number 7 is limit your alcohol, okay? So I'm not completely against alcohol, because I know everybody wants some every now and then, but you definitely want to limit your alcohol because it's full of empty calories. And while wine has some benefits, it's really best to keep your alcoholic beverages to a minimum, okay? Because it really does put a lot of stress on the body and the liver to detox all of that, and it really inhibits the body's natural ways of detoxing. So limit your alcohol intake, all right? I'm not saying that you can't have any, but you definitely want to limit it. And then figure out, like, why are you drinking alcohol? Are you drinking too much? Or, just get to the bottom of the why. That's what we do here. We get to the bottom of why you're doing said thing, okay? Number 8 is schedule your movement, okay? So schedule your workouts like you would schedule your meetings, okay? Because is your movement not just as important? Are you not just as important? So it's always important to schedule yourself on the calendar and keep your movement and your workouts like you would as you would your other meetings, right? Because health is wealth. So if you don't have your health, then you can't make those other meetings that are in your calendar. So making sure that you're scheduling your movement, because that really does help you become more accountable as well. And then when you check it off of your to-do list, it just feels so good because you're like, you feel accomplished, right? So scheduling your movement just like you schedule your meetings, okay? Because your health is a priority, isn't it? Okay. All right. So number 9, look good, feel good. So this is super duper important, because when you look good, you feel good. So am I saying that you need to be going like all matchy and full set of makeup or full whatever when you're going to the gym? No. But what I'm saying is when you look good, you feel good. So take pride in your appearance. So if you have those old dingy college t-shirts and shorts that, yes, they're comfortable, but when you're at the gym or just anywhere at the park, you want to take pride in your appearance, right? So when you look good, you feel good. So making sure that you're taking pride in your appearance in the gym and then also outside of the gym. And this has nothing to do with being vain, okay? So this is just understanding and knowing when you dress a certain way, you feel a certain way, okay? So not to say that wear the college stuff around the house, okay? Wear those old dingy stuff around the house, but when you're going out, definitely put some pride into your appearance, all right? And number 10 is sleep. Y'all, sleep is so important. I've always been called a grandma because I love my sleep. Like, I love to get my sleep. And now people are finally understanding the importance of sleep and how it affects our health just in general. It's really the most overlooked component when it comes to our health and well-being, but sleep is super duper important. It stabilizes your hormones. That's when your body is able to rest and really rehabilitate itself after the day's work. So it's really important that you get in your sleep and aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Okay, so sleep is super important. And I will take the name grandma because it's perfectly okay. Like, I love my sleep, and nobody's gonna get in the way of my sleep, because you don't want to see me when I'm not sleeping. You don't want to see me when I don't get at least 7 hours or 6 hours of sleep, because I'm not the best to be around, as most people aren't, right? All right, so your last and final tip, this is the bonus. So that was your 10 top ways to get healthy and stay healthy. So this is a bonus tip, is bring a buddy. So it's really good and important to have someone help you on this journey, because there are going to be some bumps. There are going to be, this is like just with any new journey or any new adventure, or anything new, you're gonna run into some bumps. You're gonna run into some roadblocks. So it's important to have accountability partner, a friend, a family member, a coach, to have on your side when those, times happen. So bring a buddy, let your people know, and help you become accountable on your journey. Okay, guys? So those are my top 10 ways to get healthy and stay healthy. And for the most part, I still do all of these. So it's really important, and it's really how I've been able to maintain just balance, my weight, and just everything in my life, guys. And so this is how, or part of how I'm able to help my clients. So if you want this, you can actually go download a copy of these and on my website. So make sure you go, I'll click the information is in the description below. So make sure you go check that out. And you can hang this up on your refrigerator. So it's a great place to put these reminders on your refrigerator, in your bathroom mirror, or whatever, but they're quick. My top 10 ways to get healthy and stay healthy. Okay, guys? So make sure you go download your free copy of that and start working on them, right? Start implementing these top 10 ways, because I still do it, and I'm sure everyone could, benefit from these. Okay. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. Okay. Bye.